Yes, guys, welcome back to my channel. And first of all, an apology. I haven't posted for about a week, I think, on this channel. And yeah, just had some stuff going on in real life. And yeah, maybe one day I'll talk about it all, but it's been quite stressful to say the least. But anyway, back to it. I'm Si, welcome to the channel. This is where I talk about all things football, really. We talk about anything from the Premier League. We'll talk about a bit of Cardiff as well. Obviously, if you want just Cardiff, Cardiff City World, 7 days a week over on YouTube. I'm there every day as well. But right, let's zoom out a little bit on Cardiff City, because it's been a couple of frustrating results recently, and it's very easy to get caught up in the emotions of it all, of the individual games. But when you step back and you look at the bigger picture, there is a really strong argument that the Cardiff City project under Barry Murphy is actually ahead of schedule. And that's something that probably deserves a bit more recognition and a bit more scrutiny. So if you think about where this club was last summer before he comes in, the transformation has been pretty significant. And first and foremost, you start with the youth core, the young core. The biggest reason for optimism is the age profile of this team. Cardiff are building around a young core of players. Ruben and Joel Colwell, Kean Ashford, Dylan Lawler, Ronan Kipakio, Will Fish, Joel Bagan. There's like an endless list, really, isn't it? Isaac Davis, like there's just Alex Robertson, Yusuf Salic. They're all young. These players aren't just squad players either. All of those players I just named are first team regulars. They're key parts of the team or the squad. They're improving constantly, and most teams chasing promotion are relying on heavily experienced players. Cardiff are doing it with youth, and that's actually pretty rare. The style of football is another reason to be impressed, happy, optimistic, whatever you want to use. It's another huge change, though, in the club as a style of football. For years, we've seen quite dour, slow, predictable, direct football, long balls, limited creativity. But under Barry Murphy, this team is trying to play a very modern style of quick passing, rotations from positions, high pressing, players constantly moving between the lines. And when it works, it's impressive to watch. And when it doesn't, it's still pretty enjoyable to watch. It's a style that also develops young footballers. And that player development is another key element of why I think people should sometimes just take a step back and be a bit more optimistic about what's going on at the club. Now, you can also always see clear indications of individual improvements. This coaching staff has improved the majority of these players. Ruben Colwell looks more confident and influential. Kean Ashford's decision making has improved. Dylan Lawler looks incredibly composed, considering it's his first season as a senior pro. Those improvements don't happen by accident. And yeah, those players' ability comes into it for sure, but the coaching staff has definitely improved players. It comes from good coaching. It comes from trusting the coaches. It comes from giving young players responsibility and a platform to grow, but the platform to make mistakes as well. And it's also quite difficult to compete and rebuild. And perhaps that's the most impressive part of this whole situation with Cardiff this season, is they're competing while they're rebuilding the football club. Usually when a club transitions towards youth development, there's a period of inconsistency. Usually when a team gets relegated and releases 14 players, results drop off. But Cardiff's still firmly in the promotion picture. And that tells you that the foundation of this project is pretty strong. And it suggests, does it? Yeah, I think it does suggest that the I can never say the bloody word. The direction is heading in the right way, right? Learning curve is a big thing for the manager, for the players, and I think, of course, there's going to be bumps in the roads. This team has been so good at reacting to poor results and poor performances. And even on Tuesday against Barnsley, that first 30 minutes was as good as anything we've seen all season. They're still learning how to manage games. Young players are naturally a bit inconsistent. They're still learning how to handle pressure. and they're still developing physically. But those experiences are part of the process, and the more games this group plays together, the stronger they will become. The long-term view is always the best view. Of course, we need to get promoted, and the worry if we don't is the manager leaves and certain players leave. But the really exciting thing about this project is the long-term potential of it. If Cardiff can add a couple of experienced championship-ready players in the summer to support this young core, suddenly you've got something very interesting and very exciting, even at championship level. It's a team that plays good football, a team with an identity, a team with players who are improving every season, every week, every month. That's how successful projects are built. Now, yes, there is going to be frustrating moments. There will be inconsistent performances for sure. That's part of developing a young side. But the bigger picture, I think, still looks extremely positive. And if Cardiff continue progressing the way they are, the project is going to become something extremely exciting as they go up the leagues. Now, of course, there's so many caveats to that. It is imperative, I think, from the position we're in now, it's imperative we go up automatically, really. Like, if we don't go up automatically now, the wheels will have come off. I think it's fair to say. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Then in the summer, you tie the manager down long term, and then you back him. I think it's clear to see this season we've got some incredible footballers, some super talented young players. Not just the academy lads, you know, Alex Robertson, Yusuf Salic, Will Fish. They've all got to be tied down, and then you build on that. You give them a bit of real, genuine quality experience for the championship. But you still let those young players develop. You still give them plenty of playing time. You still build around them, because the majority of them will still be playing and still be exciting and still be scoring goals and playing football the way we've become accustomed this year. This project is super exciting. I think it's easy to get lost in results. And, you know, look, the Lincoln one was really disappointing, but we played all right in that game. There were certain things which we didn't do, certain things that Lincoln did very well, and that resulted in what it resulted in. The Barnsley game as well, I thought we were very, very good to start. You could see there was some clear nerves when they scored. And then the second half was pretty much all us. They did have a couple of chances on the break, but we just didn't break them down. A point away is never a bad thing. Now, Exeter away, of course, because of the dropped points in those two games, or perceived drop points, I guess. But, you know, we took 1 point from 2 games, so Exeter does have a bit more importance, of course. But there's 10 games left. You win 5 of them, you're probably up, right? So it's exciting times. The long term is exciting. Promotion is a must now. Like, I think I was one of them whereby at the start of the season I said, like, if the young players can have a good run this year and then push for it next year, that was probably all right. But now the position we've been in, the position we're in, with a 8-point gap or whatever it is to third, or 7 points plus goal difference, like, you got to take that and you got to build it. And if you'd offered us this position at the start of the season, we'd have taken it, right? We just would have. So you got 10 games. It's a 10-game season now. I still haven't given up on the title. Obviously, it's going to become harder. Lincoln are on an incredible run, but I believe that we have the best football team in the league, and we just have to show it. But we shall see. It's about consistency now. If you can build a consistent run in this 10 games, then you're going to be there or thereabouts, whether that's first or second. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is the Cardiff City project ahead of schedule under Brian Barry Murphy, or do you think more patience is required? As always, please do subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. We're building it on the, you know, as a side project to Cardiff City World and Ace Podcast Nation and that. But this is where we're going to talk about different sides of football. We're going to talk about keepers constantly going down to gain a tactical timeout effectively. So we got all sorts of videos coming. Got a video on Spurs potentially getting relegated. And also the way the keeper was treated, the Spurs keeper. I thought that was shocking. But we'll get into all of that over the next few days, next week or so. So please do, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. If you're a Cardiff fan, get over to Cardiff City World 7 days a week. I'll be on there live tonight with Jamie. And we'll be talking about Exeter, we'll talk Barnsley and Lincoln as well. Thank you so much. Keep the faith. And I'll see you in a bit. Nice one. This channel is powered by an incredible membership community on Cardiff City World and patreon.com/AcePodcastNation. Becoming a member unlocks exclusive rewards from early access to live event tickets, bonus content, and even the occasional inside transfer scoop when we get it. But more importantly, it allows us to bring you top quality Cardiff City content 7 days a week. Across those 7 days, we're talking match previews, exclusive interviews, instant match reactions, the breakdown podcast, tactical deep dives, the spotlight series, Bluebirds Rewind, Academy Focus, and just so much more. Led by myself, backed by an army of passionate Cardiff City fans, this is content created by fans for fans. Balanced, professional, and 100% all about the club we all love. If you enjoy what we do, then join the community today and support what we are doing as we help to keep Cardiff City World flying high.